Hi everyone, welcome back to another Chem Corner. You are going to the place learning chemistry the easy way. Today, we are continuing our basic chemistry series where we simplify concept and build your foundation step by step. If you're new here, don't worry, the full playlist for this basic chemistry series I'm pinning here. So, don't want to waste the time, let's get started. So, in today's episode, let's see what is mole concept. Okay? It's very important concept in chemistry, mole concept, stoichiometry, everything. Okay, so mole concept is actually very simple one. Just think about 1 dozen. 1 dozen, it's 12, correct? So if you are telling I have 1 dozen of book, which means you have 12 books are there. Or 1 dozen of pen means you have 12 pens are there. So same thing. Dozen stand for 12. Similar way, mole is also used to represent a number which is called the Avogadro number. Okay, what is the number? Yes, 6.022 times 10 to the power of 23. This is that number. So 6.022 times 10 to the power of 23. This much of huge number is actually represented by the word mole. Like dozen represent 12. So whatever be the mole, mole means just this number only. Okay, so let's see how this thing in work in chemistry. So you know that pure substance means elements and compounds are there, right? Elements means it is composed of atoms and compounds means it is composed of molecules. Okay, the building block is actually different, right? Okay, so if I'm telling 1 mole of that element, that gold, for example, gold, which means it contains 6.022 times 10 to the power of 23 gold atoms are there. Okay. If I am telling 5 mole of iron are there, which means mole means 6.022 times 10 to the power of 23. 5 mole means 5 times 6.022 times 10 to the power of 23 iron atoms are there. Okay. So which means it is atoms, like it's made up of atom. Elements are made up of atoms. Okay. Let's see the difference between this one. Compound means it is composed of. So see here what's the difference? The element when you think about like gold, it's composed of some repeating unit. That repeating unit here we are telling atom. But if you are taking one glass of water, there also you can see some repeating unit, but that repeating unit is not atom. What is that one? In case of water, it is H2O. H2O unit is the repeating unit, or H2O unit is the building block. So H2O means it's a group of atom and it's chemically bonded. So that is what you mean by molecule. Okay. So the building block here it is molecule. So here 1 mole of H2O means it's 6.022 times 10 to the power of 23 H2O units. Okay. As a whole, the H2O unit are 6.022 times 10 to the power of 23. Very important. It's about units. The whole H2O unit. Okay. Now you tell me how many H2H hydrogen atoms are there? 1 mole of H2O contain how many atoms are there? Is it same? 1 mole, as I always tell, 1 mole is 6.022 times 10 to the power of 23. So here also, can I write like 6.022 times 10 to the power of 23? Here is the problem, correct? Here the problem is building block is the unit, the problem. Okay. You can't say there is 6.022 times 10 to the power of 23 hydrogen atom. Why? Because 1 mole of water contains 2 mole of hydrogen. Isn't it? 1 mole of water contains 2 mole of hydrogen atom. See, H2O. So each unit contains 2 hydrogen. So you can say 1 mole of water contains 2 mole of hydrogen, or 2 times 6.022 times 10 to the power of 23 hydrogen atom. Okay, that is actually making some confusion, right? Every time you can think 1 mole 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23 like that. But here, why it is 2 times that one? Because of this reason. So you have to clearly have to think about what is this unit. Okay, like that. What's the difference between compound and element? Like that idea is needed. Then only you can do these things. Okay, so I hope you understood. Then, what about oxygen? 1 mole of water contain? Yes, 1 mole of oxygen. See, each H2O unit contain only one oxygen. So 1 mole contain 1 mole of oxygen. Or we can say 6.022 times 10 to the power of 23 oxygen atoms. That's all. That's a simple concept. This difference is actually making the whole confusion. So many students are so confused with these things. So this is nothing. 1 mole is always stand for the number 6 point Avogadro number, that is called Avogadro number. But why here it is 2? Because of the building unit problem. Okay, so you can say 1 mole is equal to that Avogadro number to 2 times 10 to the power of 23 particle or representative particle. Okay, the problem is, what is this particle? This particle can be atom in case of element or molecule in case of compound. That is actually making the difference. Okay, so I hope you understood. Okay, now let's see what is the connection with the molar mass. What do you mean by this molar mass? So molar mass is nothing, the mass of 1 mole substance. Okay. So molar mass means it's not about a single piece. They were not talking about a single piece. Molar mass means a mass of one mole substance. So see, suppose see, when you are taking 1 mole carbon atom, 1 mole carbon atom in a weighing balance. So how many carbon atoms will be there? 6.022 times 10 to the power of 23 carbon atoms are there. So, what may be the weighing balance result? That is what you mean by molar mass. For the carbon, it is 12 gram. For copper, see the molar mass? 63.5. So, that is actually what you called molar mass. 1 mole of that particular species is taken in a weighing balance, or what may be the reading. That is what you called simply the mass of 1 mole substance is what you called molar mass. That's all. That's all the concept of mole concept. Okay. So let's see. Can you do this one? First question. How many atoms are there in exactly 12 gram of carbon? 12. So how many atoms are in 12 grams? So because 12 gram, what is the specialty of 12 gram of carbon? 12 gram is their molar mass. Molar mass means how many atoms are there? 1 mole atoms are there. Okay, exactly 6.022 times 10 to the power of 23 carbon atoms are there. Okay, what is the name given this quantity? It's mole. Okay, what do scientists call the amount of substance containing this number of chemical unit? What do scientists call the amount of substance? Amount of substance containing this one. So, what is the amount of containing 1 mole particle, which is nothing but molar mass. Okay, so that's it. Now let's do the one problem. So see the question. How many molecules? So the questions are really tricky. Sometimes they will ask with the molecule, sometimes they will ask with the atoms. So depending upon the question, you can do the dimensional analysis. Okay, so be careful with the question. How many molecules are there in 35 gram of sample of water? So you can do with the dimensional analysis. You are starting with the given question. So the given question is 35 gram. So what you need to do, you need to change this gram to mole first, because we are knowing gram and mole relationship. Okay. So before going to the problem, I will give two example, like two thing, like 1 mole. whenever you need the particle number, the number of particle, you can connect with the 6.022 times 10 to the power of 23 particle. This is what we need with the number of particle. Sometimes you need mole and mass relationship. At that time, 1 mole is equal to the molar mass of that species. Okay, and one more relationship is there that we will discuss when we are studied about gases. At that time we will discuss 1 mole. If you need volume, there is a relationship. 1 mole, like 1 mole gas will occupy 22.4 liter volume at STP. Okay, this is you can only use with the STP. So that we will discuss with the when we are discuss about gas. Okay, anyway, these are the three relationship you can use. First one, whenever you need particle, you can use this relationship. This one, whenever you need gram, the molar mass, you can use this one. And the third one, whenever you need liter conversion, you can use this one only at STP, standard temperature and pressure. Okay, that we will learn in another chapter. Okay, anyway, so this time coming back to the question, what we need is 35 gram. We need to convert to molecules. So particle, number of particle. So direct relationship may be not there because gram to mole conversion we are studied, isn't it? Because gram is directly related with a mole. So what is the relationship? 1 mole is equal to how many gram? Yes, what is the molar mass of water? See, they were given 18. How do you get that one? H2O means hydrogen. Hydrogen molar mass, you can look at the periodic table. See, hydrogen molar mass is 1.008 and oxygen molar mass is 16. So 16 plus 2 times 1.008. So it's around 80. Okay, this time not need to calculate because they were already given this molar mass. So you can simply write 18 gram water here. Okay, so see gram will cancel, but you can't stop there because the question is not about mole. The question is about molecule, how many. So one more conversion factor is needed. You can change. Now mole you need to cancel. So mole should be the bottom and molecule should be the top. So see what is the different, what's the relationship? 1 mole is equal to 6.022 times 10 to the power of 23 particles. Okay, so that is the relationship. In that way, so now see the unit molecule. So that's all. You can calculate that many molecules. Suppose the question is about hydrogen atom. Okay, suppose the question is how many hydrogen atoms are there in 35 grams of sample of water. How do you do? Again, you can start with the 35 gram. First, we need to cancel the gram. So, 1 mole and gram relationship only we studied. So, 18 gram is equal to 1 mole. And again, we studied 1 mole and number. Since we need number, you can use this number. And then, now again what we need? Now the problem is molecule we need to change to atoms. What's the relation? How many? Question is how many hydrogen atoms? So at that time what is the relationship? One molecule contain how many hydrogen atoms? Yes, 2 hydrogen atom. Okay, one molecule contain 2 hydrogen atoms. So you can write in that way. In that way you can do the conversion and dimension analysis. If the question is about total atom, so that's why I'm telling be careful with the question. Question is they can ask differently. So if they were asking total atoms, so at that time how do you do? Instead of 2 hydrogen atom, you can say one molecule contain 3 atoms. 3 atoms as a whole. Okay, that's it. In that way you have to create the dimensional analysis. Then get the answer. That's the thing. That's how we need to approach with this molar concept. Okay. And that's it for today's episode. I hope you found it helpful and easy to follow. Got any questions or topic you would like me to cover next? Drop them in comment below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe for more simple chemistry lesson. See you next one. Until then, keep learning and stay curious.